Go.
Good evening, Bobcat Nation. Welcome to another edition of the Bobcat Blitz Sports Update. I'm Sean Kirkpatrick. We're coming to you live from the Preserve, where tonight, senior night for baseball. We're also going to have a softball game at the same time, so we'd love to have you come on down here. Both those games will start at 7 o'clock. Again, I'm Sean Kirkpatrick here from North High School. Joining me from the live from our StreamYard studios, Real Talk Radio's very own Mr. John Rawlings. John, how you doing, sir?
I'm doing good. How you doing, Sean?
Been a while. How are you? You're no longer in the mountains, I'm guessing. You're back in Florida.
Yeah, I kind of traveled a little bit up to see the granddaughters and Ellie and Evie T, and of course my son and daughter-in-law. But I got back down here and saw some friends down St. James City over the weekend, and have been enjoying ourselves and trying to relax some.
You know, I've seen your video on those concert series. I've never been to that area before.
Well, you'll have to come down for a concert next year.
Is it a private event? Do you have to get like a fare to get out there?
Nope. It's an invite. We had about 165 go up. Yeah, it's in St. James City on the island, and it was fantastic. YOLO Fest with Parker and Liz is always a great time. We actually have a few people from Northport show up, which is kind of good. So it's cool.
Well, John, before we get started the show, I wanted to go back in time a few months. Someone on this show is super excited because their football team won the national championship in college. And what a great year for announcers for the Bobcat Blitz, because last night, somehow, miraculously, my alma mater wins the NCAA. They did it. What are the odds of Florida, Ohio State, John, basketball, UF, Sean on the same series, same 3 months practically. So great job for both of us. I'm really excited about it. All right. So real quick going on. Yeah, I loved it. All right. So John, a couple of things before we get started. Last weekend we had just a couple of days ago. Heck, over at Cool Today Park. If you missed it, guys, you missed a heck of a show. They host 2 high school baseball games back to back. They had Port Charlotte to start off. We finished off the 7 o'clock game against Lemon Bay. Great win, 2-0 by your Bobcats. Beautiful field, beautiful venue. So next year, guys, if you're in the area, you really owe it to yourself to see a professional level field. That is a great venue for Northport to have, and a great partnership for us to be able to go there year after year. So kudos to all the Brave staff there at Cool Today. We had a great time. I brought my stepson as well. Absolutely wonderful. We also had last week, and I didn't know about this. Chief, come on in here. My first guest tonight. Chief, I wish I had known. I could have plugged you more, but tell us what the cadets did this Saturday.
This Saturday, we participated in the all services in JROTC orienteering state competition up in Newport Richey.
All right. So we came out a long time ago. I came out a long time ago. We saw you guys hosting the orienteering. I kind of talked about what that was. What did you bring to that school, Newport Richey? How big a team? What's your status? Like, what was that all about?
So we brought a total of 30. We tried to bring 30 cadets, but there was some issues. But I think we ended up running only 27 cadets.
Okay.
That's broken up into 3 different teams. Our yellow, orange, and green teams, and they just go run like it was here. They go run out and try to find the points.
And what we mentioned earlier, those 3 teams, it's almost like a freshman JV varsity kind of split. That's the hierarchy there. Yeah. So how did the teams do overall? Did we have anybody top 10, top 20?
So like last year was compared to that, this year and last year, completely two different teams. Last year, they had all the skill, the knowledge, because they were your senior guys. But they came home with 2 trophies. But this year it was really special because I always preach about talent over or heart over talent. And this year, we just didn't know kind of where they stood, but they did very, very well in states. Our orange team came in 5th in states.
Wow.
And then also we overall between the yellow, orange, and green teams, they came in 5th overall out of 22 schools. So they're actually ranked 5th in the state.
So top 5 states.
Yes.
Man, we've had a lot of good tops. We had a cheerleading on early that plays state and national. You're not going past this level, right? Is there no national for it?
No national right now. It's kind of weird how it works. Nationals are held kind of in the beginning of a year. It's weird how they do it. But next year in the state of Florida, they will actually have the Navy National orienteering somewhere in the state of Florida.
Oh, Are you invited, or you can just watch? Like, how's that
So
work?
I'm not. I think you have to qualify for it, and hopefully we may qualify for it.
Wow.
We have a lot of promise. A lot of kids are getting into it. It's catching on fire.
That's pretty cool. So, John, I don't know if you heard this last time I went out and saw them a couple of months ago. They actually, it's open to not your state, but they actually here in Northport, it's open to adults. I think the Bobcat Blitz needs to put a camera on me and let me go out and see if I can. First of all, can I finish without falling in a ditch or spraining an ankle? And B, can I finish under a time limit for adults? Well, yeah, it's open to adults.
So yeah, I'll give a plug for actually Gordon Hunter. He actually runs the Soar and Flow program for orienteering. He's from Canada, comes down here during the winter months, and actually runs it for the ROTC organizations. And not only is it for the organizations, but actually individuals can get into it. It's a competitive. And actually, this last weekend, one of the cadets' moms, Miss Mills, actually got involved in it because we normally have Coach C and actually Coach, I call her Coach Katie Carroll. They actually participated and finished 1 and 2 in the Orange Women's course for the civilian side.
So Northport High School faculty helped you, and they also won at the same time.
Yes.
Now, Coach C used to be a soccer coach here for many years, so that's really cool. That's really neat to see that. I also want to talk about, not before I get off task here, you have something else coming up this Saturday. It's not orienteering. What is that going on?
So what's going on is Lemon Bay High School is actually hosting what we call the Manta Challenge. It's normally themed different ways. They do an excellent job. Captain Glazier over there and Chief West, he is like the mastermind of the creativity of the Manta Challenge. This year is going to be a carnival, kind of carnival fair theme. It's going to be like one of the, we have a competition that we normally go to in Brooksville called Iron Bear. It is an athletic competition on steroids, but it's crazy because it's not your typical what you think it is. Competition of running and stuff like that. They actually put different obstacles in there. So there'll be like a hamster wheel kind of avenue. They do tug of war. So it's a bunch of schools, and they're actually looking for a lot of schools to actually get implied. So I think here in the local area, you're going to have Charlotte High School, Port Charlotte High School, Lemon Bay, ourselves. We're trying to get DeSoto High School to attend from Arcadia, and then we try to a lot of times these local competitions, we try to get the young Marine programs involved as well, so they can at least see maybe when they come up to, maybe if they switch the schools and come over here and see what.
Is the public allowed to come see this on Saturday?
Oh yes, at Lemon Bay High School, they would love to probably would love to watch it. And
what time would that roughly start?
We kind of start. They'll do the briefing around 7:30, so the competition will go from about 8 to 11 o'clock.
All right, I might be able to loop by there because I am going to help one more time Southwest Florida Rugby Youth Sharks team. They got a tournament not too far from there, so I'm trying to recruit because they're going to try to get to Northport as well. Okay. So we're trying to branch. So I can probably go to yours first. Then go to them. And then our last Saturday event coming up, it's a huge one, guys. Kiwanis is hosting a quarter auction. It's going to help Project Graduation. I don't know if any of your senior cadets are planning on going. That's the end of the month. It's going to be at the Mullen Center the last Friday in May right after they graduate. So it's all, you guys are all interconnected and intertwined and all that. So how did your state kids feel when they came back to Northport and realized they did top 5? First of all, is that a pretty good year for you guys? I don't know how well
it was pretty good. We actually thought it was going to be a rebuilding year, which it kind of was, but they kind of maintained and actually did better than like last year's team because they actually came back with an overall placement trophy in state. So
excellent.
So that's the positive of it.
And then how many seniors are you losing this year from that team?
This year, not from the team, but from the unit, we're losing 25 seniors this coming year.
Okay. So you got quite a bit. And out of how many roughly?
We run our programs are about roughly right now off the top of my head, we're like about 142, 150 something.
So that's not that many,
right? Because we get kids in, and you have a few kids that like leave because of they're transferring to another school or they're moving out because they're military kids in the program, or because of something in their GPA they have to now take another mandatory class that they forgot to take when they were younger.
You know, John, before I let you ask some questions, I have a third thing I wanted to bring up today with Chief before I say goodbye to him for the season, and that is, of course, you guys did a great job at the Bobcat Invite, the Northport Invite on the 28th. We cannot run that program without those cadets. The number one break every year that's comes to a halt is the hurdle crew. And we had a hurdle crew malfunction. It wasn't their kids' fault. It was the adults' fault. And it killed us for 15 minutes, 10 minutes. But without them, we'd be there for an hour or 2 hours. So I just want to personally, John, I want to thank the cadets for always coming out. They do the raking in the sand pits. They retrieve the discus, the shot. We just would not get anywhere near our record time. We got out in record time this year, 10:10. Next year, we're going for 9:45. So the 3 things I brought Chief on for John. So I don't have any questions about his state results as well.
You know what? I will say this. My history at the high school, and I've talked to Chief about this on the air too in the past, is that as the booster president for athletics, the ROTC, it is so valuable to every organization out there. You guys are legit. You're committed to what you're doing. I give a lot of kudos to you guys across the board, and I love sharing the support for you, for what you do and how hard you work at it. You're just invaluable to the whole school overall. It's a great showcase for leadership. So great job.
Well, yeah, definitely. And like I said, we couldn't do it ourselves. Me and Commander Barnes, I would say we get a lot of praise and kudos for it, but it's a lot of us are supporting cast with our parents. Like, we have one of the cadets' parents, Miss Wilmer, the Mills family. They help us, Coach C, Coach Katie Carroll, Julie King. There's a lot of people that take their personal time to actually help us get to these cadets, to these competitions, and to these events and help things out. There's organizations that are out there. Heron Creek Golf Course helps us out a lot. There's a group up in Venice called the Renaissance Cigar Gang. They help us out a lot. The Semino Brothers, a local business here, they help us out a lot. There's just so many people that help us out. And if without their help, these cadets couldn't get the experience, half the stuff they get the experience. Right. So I would like to tell them thank you. And then also, it just like with us being on the the Blitz, it's just out there to be able to spread the word so the community knows what's out there. And because of that, a lot of times we get more opportunity to do color guards and to volunteer in other events. Oh, good. Like the Elks Club asked us to do stuff. Knights of Columbus have asked us to do stuff. We've done stuff down here for down by the city of Northport. So you couldn't ask for more better support.
Well, why are we giving out kudos? I don't know if embarrass them or not. Are there any of your seniors, are they allowed to tell where they're going next year? That, like, if they're service related, or are they keeping that kind of? This class
has a lot of individuals that enlisted, like Cadet Freed, Army, Cadet Quarterville, Navy, Cadet Fredette, Navy, Cadet Miller, he's Marine Corps, Cadet Lewis, he's going Navy. Wow. Cadet Mora, Air Force, Cadet Ford, Coast Guard, Cadet Guerin, Coast Guard, Cadet Workmeister, Coast Guard. Man. So they're spreading the wealth. I mean, this year's a predominantly enlisted side, but a lot of them still haven't given up. I wouldn't say given up on their college dream, but they're also applying. But there'll be, like Cadet Miller, he's one of the guys that has a chance to be going up to ODU or Old Dominion University, Norwich. So they just have to decide, the pros and cons.
Well, I think we should do this last shot. John, thanks for letting me do that. We never actually mentioned them, how important that is to this age group. And good job on all the cadets. Give us a list of that, and I'll try to post it later on in the year. So give them my congratulations to them. Chief, before we let you go, is there anything you want to say to your seniors, your next year's class, the state team? A little wrap up here, because this will be the last time we see you for quite some time, Chief.
Yes. Or any potentials coming in.
Yeah, we still got a lot going on. Even though we're off on the summer, but we have cadets that are going to go to a Cell Academy and Acre College in St. Pete. We have guys that are going to go to a Leadership Academy in St. Petersburg up at Admiral Farragut. But just be involved and get going. We're excited about it. But I do have one more thing. There are people from Polk County that actually watch this now.
Stop it, Winter Haven,
Lakeland.
It's because of you, though, because you're from that area.
Yes, it kind of got out there, but I'm gonna give you a tidbit. You're a Gator fan.
I went there. Believe it or not, they let me in there, and I worked there when I graduated. Somehow, I got a job there too.
Walter Clayton Jr. You recognize that
from
name?
Lake Wales.
From Lake Wales, right?
Right down the river for you guys.
I played football with his dad, Walter Clayton Sr., so I wanted to give him a shout out and kudos that his son
Does
did
he
a great
know?
job.
Does he know?
Hopefully he gets to see this, but it's a big deal.
I can't believe I saw something. He had 0 stars in the basketball. He was going to be football, and here he is, one of the best one of the best top 5 in the whole country.
Yes,
I like that message though. Like you might not be this heavily recruited kid, and all of a sudden you never know. Hard work, dedication, service get you. And look at it, he won the national championship. So what a small world, man.
yes.
John, a little town called Winter Haven, where my dad was raised, and not a lot of people knew about it. And then, of course, Chief knows that area very well because he's from Winter Haven. And I ran into someone at work with 3 Winter Haven people out of nowhere. I'm like, what? So, well, Chief, thank you so much for everything.
Thank you so much.
That's
Thank
awesome.
you.
I'll see you next week at Lemon Bay. So,
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's Chief Kai. Again, what a great program they've done this year for us. Yeah, they've helped us out so much. That's our cadets. So while we're transitioning here, a couple things as well. We actually had a regional final for boys weightlifting. We want to give a huge shout out to Makai Bernard. Came in 2nd in the regional, so he'll be representing Northport as our only state lifter. That's pretty fantastic. He got 270 pounds in the clean and jerk, as well as 285 pounds in the bench. Makai Bernard also played football for us. No surprise there. All right, our next guest. I'm going to bring him on in here, guys, if I could. Now, John, I met these people finally. I've seen them on the dugouts, but I finally met these people at the Braves game. This is, we used to say top dog, but you're the big cats.
Yes.
Come on in, sir. Let's see if you can.
Yes.
I'm going to move this just a little bit out of your way because we'll hear you breathing too much. Hey, come on in here. Let's get you a little closer here. Over to that side. There you go. All right. John, I have with me here Elevate Pride Foundation. Go ahead and introduce yourself. What does that foundation do?
We are a new foundation, charitable organization that we help people help themselves to elevate themselves with pride in their life. What that means is there are many people in our community that have been affected by some sort of tragedy, be it illness or weather, hurricanes, something that has affected them, that has set them back, individual families. And what we try to do is help them get back on their feet to continue their lives. And you'd be surprised, there's quite a few people out there that have been affected by whatever it may be.
And Mr. Caddy, I'll call you Roy for a little bit.
Sure,
This is Roy, by the way, Mr. Caddy. I saw you first because what kind of sponsor are you? It's okay to brag about it a little bit. What kind of sponsor are you for the boys baseball team?
Well, listen, first of all, we love these kids.
Yeah.
And we sponsor them. What kind of sponsor we
You're
have?
the dugout sponsor. That's the big one, man. You are the top cat there.
We love that. We appreciate that.
Yeah.
Why do we support them? I mean, they're it's part of us reaching out to the community. We love these kids. We think these kids, for their growth and development, they're doing what they should be doing. And one of the kids also is our grandson. So.
Oh, that's what I was waiting for. And go ahead, give a shout to your grandson.
Angelo Branscombe.
There you go. There's a connection there.
Yeah.
So let's talk about your foundation here.
Yes.
Do you belong to a group, a religion, church,
no,
politics? How does this work?
This is something that my wife and I, who were both retired, wanted to do something to give back. And we thought about in what ways can we do this. And we thought of this concept. We didn't really see anybody out there, anyone kind of targeting on this. I mean, one thing we're not is giving handouts. We don't want to do that. We want to help people, help themselves get out of whatever they're in. And we thought that this was just a need in the community. And we're finding out that it is a tremendous need. So
Roy, give us an example. What is your current project that you're raising funds for right now? Maybe that gives a little perspective here.
Yeah, every year we're gonna have a project or have something that's going to be our cause. And this year we've decided that autism is what our main cause is going to be. And so what we do is throughout the year we're going to be raising money for autism, and we will identify, which we already have identified, a family that is affected by autism, that needs transportation, that needs an ADA van, for their lives to get around. So this is what our cause is this year, and we're very, very happy and very proud to be doing that.
Are you having any fundraisers coming up for this? Is there
Yes.
like a nonstop fundraiser? What do you all
we
do?
have we're having we had a big raffle, which we sent a couple to California on a wine country trip on a weekend, which we raised money. We had and it all started with our holiday gala, which was in December, which we kind of we're going to have every year going forward, and helped us get in the community, helped us get some become more visual out there. And we also have every month we're doing what we call First Fridays, where every first Friday of the month we do an afternoon, evening party, lunch, drinks, to get the community together.
Lost you, Sean. Hold on 1 second. I lost volume. Something happened with the mics there.
Did I
real
get
quick.
cut off?
Oh, there you go.
Oh. Can you hear us?
I can hear you.
Yes, now I can hear you. Go ahead.
Hello.
Okay, go ahead.
Hello.
John, take over a second. I have a phone call from work. I'm sorry.
All right, go ahead.
Sorry. Give me a second.
Keep explaining. Kind of start back over again and give an overview of what was going on there.
What we do. I mean, how we raise money, how we get the word out there, and as I said, we started with a holiday gala that we had in December, which helped us get the word out, helped us get out in the community, and to introduce to people who we are and what we do. And since then, we have a concept called First Fridays, where every Friday, first Friday of the month, we have a what amounts to is a get-together, a community party, where we have drinks and serve lunch and dinner and whatever it may have with music, and just to get together and also raise money, but also just update everyone and let them know on what we're doing and how things are coming along for us. So those are the kind of two main.
I'm going to tag team something here for a minute. I've got my other guest here, the other dugout sponsor. Come on in, sir, because we're going to come on in here. All right. So, John, I have how are you two related? Is this father and son? Or
It's my stepdad.
Stepdad. Yes. There you go. All right, Mr. Maxwell, go ahead and introduce yourself to our
My name is Tony Branscombe, and I am the owner of Plumerica, your local plumbing heroes, right out of here, out of North Florida.
And John, he is the first of the dugout sponsors that I saw and met. Very nice conversation I had. Before I know it, there's two dugout sponsors. I thought it was pretty cool. So I love it because a lot of people don't know this. My grandfather had a big plumbing business up in Sarasota back in the 70s and 80s. And I was raised a plumber's kid. I was doing the old ditches and all that. This is back when you had to use plumbers. You couldn't go to Home Depot. They weren't quite there yet. Not yet. It was always there. So I got a soft spot in my heart for the plumbers and all that. Right on. So how are you part of this team? We already kind of hinted at already.
I've got a kid on the team this year. Angela Branscombe is on the team.
So what got you to be a dugout sponsor? Say just a t-shirt sponsor. Like
I guess
that's the high level. Man.
I guess the big question is, why wouldn't you want to be a sponsor of the high school team? As a kid, I played baseball my entire life until I was 26, and I could tell you who my sponsor was when I was 7 years old. And you remember these things, and these are the companies that you use in your town. I mean, if you want to be a staple company in your town, you've got to invest in your town, invest in your community. And if you're not investing in your community, I think you're investing in the wrong area. So, I mean, first you got to take care of your community, and your community's going to take care of you.
Both in here, if you don't mind. So, John, I'm glad you came on this episode because you know a lot more about business and partnerships in the city here. John's a local realtor for Max Realty. He does our talk radio show as well. He helps out the city all over the place. He's a ton of organizations. He was one of our first booster presidents here in the high school. So he's had his kids come through here. So he's just like you guys. He's wanting to make the city better. He wants to make the school better, all that. So that's why I got John on here today to help us out. John, I know you got a few questions for us.
Well, first off, I want to tell you guys thank you for being sponsors, because it takes great leaders like yourselves to kind of inspire the rest of the businesses out there to get involved. when you saw the need to be a sponsor, I realized that your grandson is involved and your son. When you saw that need, what really moved you to take the dramatic step of becoming the dugout sponsors? Because that's a huge move, believe it or not, for a company. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, absolutely. If you remember what these fields looked like a couple years ago after Ian, they were torn apart. They were almost gone. And this program needs every little bit of help that they can get, whether it's the beautiful fencing that we have in the back and the outfields, or I mean, just some new netting or some batting cages. I mean, a little bit goes a long way with these kids, and I mean, these kids are going to remember it for the rest of their lives. I mean, they will remember the things that you do for them.
I agree. There, no matter how little that you put in, dollar wise, there's some time that can be put in too that helps too. Can you talk to the parents that are out there or potential parents, and give them a little boost on why they should step out and participate more with their kids?
Oh man, I mean, it's simple. I mean, invest in your kids. I mean, you got to invest in your kids, and I mean, it's going to be tenfold for you. There's nothing better than coming out to the field and seeing your company name and seeing other people see your company name and know, hey, we did work with those guys and they're great. And I mean, it goes a long way. Like you got to invest in your community, and if we're not investing in our community and our kids, what are we investing in?
Well, and the fact is they are the future of our city.
Absolutely.
We want them to come back. Yeah, we want them to come back. We want them to participate. Along those lines, though, how's your business thriving now in Northport?
It is absolutely thriving. I mean, we give good service, honest service, and I mean, as long as you're an honest person, you're not going to have an issue with the plumbing company here in Northport. There's houses going up left and right. There's service calls left and right, emergencies left and right, and we're there for all of them.
Well, do me a favor and give your contact information.
Absolutely. It's Plumerica. You can reach us at contact@plumerica.com or Plumerica on Facebook.
What's the phone number?
941-777-0800.
I'm glad I didn't trip you up on that one.
Yeah, right?
John, I want to jump in real quick. So at the Braves game, at the Braves Stadium game, they all had this really nice uniform. It was a jigsaw puzzle. I recognize that from the autism class. How'd you thought? What was that whole team? You had like 10 people with shirts on. What was that all about there?
Well, it was our family, and we wanted people to be aware of. It's another way we can outreach the community to see who we are and what we do. We try to make a statement, but we were having fun, and that was all about just having fun and again supporting the team
and looking good too.
Yeah, got to bring it out next time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Bring it out next time. Well, guys, again, I want to thank you all. You are our first ever sponsors, I think, ever on our show.
Oh,
you made history today.
Look at that.
Right.
So, we had Tommy's car wash, but you're they're like a regular. You guys are like the highest ones we've ever had. You are the ranking.
Well, we're happy
members.
to do it. Happy to be there. Happy to do it.
And the trick is, of course, can we get you next year and the year after? And how do we, and not just you guys, but how do we expand this to other local businesses? So again, we'll put both.
Thank you very much. Great job.
All right. Again, thank you guys.
Great.
Again.
Thank you.
Again, introduce yourself one more time.
Oh, yep. I'm Tony Branscombe with Plumerica.
And Roy Cicchetti with Elevate.
All right. Awesome, guys. Thank you. I'll take that from you. All right. Appreciate it. Thanks guys.
Thanks
again,
so much.
I'm going to skip it if I could. There we go. All right. Sorry about that, John. All right. So, again, guys, I'm going to cut it short today because we have senior night here for baseball. We also have varsity volleyball going on 7 o'clock tonight. So, if you're in the area, come on by here. I am going to announce senior recognitions here in about 10 minutes. So, John, I hate to cut you short today, but I do appreciate you coming on and talking to them because, you're right. We've got to get the sponsorships up here. It's so crucial for high school sports. We've been talking about this for almost a year and a half now.
Sponsorships make the difference.
It really does. And we are still looking for project graduation sponsors and gifts as well and volunteers. So if you want information about that, come talk to me. I'm helping them out a little bit wherever I can. They're going to have a huge quarter raffle at the Kiwanis. Thank you, Kiwanis, for helping us out on this one. That's going to be Saturday around 1 o'clock. We'll post that again tonight. So come on out, help a good cause, project graduation. all our students are welcome to come out there that are seniors that are graduated. So, all
Awesome,
right, guys,
John.
on behalf of everyone involved in the Bobcat Blitz, John, thank you so much. I'm going to
Thank
head
you.
on out. All right, bud.
Have a good night, guys.